Hi there, and welcome back to Spiritual Sage Astrology. The next series we're going to start is going to be the rising sign, because it is the beginning of your natal chart. And the rising sign, just like all the other placements and all the other points and signs in your chart, it's amazing. It really is. When you take a look at your, I like to refer to it as your star map. There's a lot of wonderful names for it, though, and it's your personal map of your own personal stars when you were born. It's like a snapshot of the stars set when you first took your very first breath. And that's what the ascendant is. The rising sign, your rising sign in your chart. It was in the eastern horizon when you were born. It was coming over the eastern horizon at the moment that you were born. And that's what makes it so exciting and so beautiful. And then it places everything in alignment after that very first point, your ascendant. Then they go in order from that starting point, that particular sign that is your blueprint, your cosmic blueprint. Every planet, celestial body, and galactic coordinate occupies zodiac sign, and each has a specific astrological significance. And so, for Aries ascendant, it's a very strong ascendant, and it's the first on the zodiac wheel. So if you have an Aries ascendant in your natal chart, and you can get your natal chart done for free at several places on the internet. There's a few good ones that perhaps I'll put down in the comments later, to where you can get your natal chart done for free. But if you have an Aries ascendant, that means your signs are all in the places they were supposed to be. So that's kind of an unusual placement, kind of a lucky placement in a lot of ways, I think, because they all are, but this one in particular, because that's where the zodiac starts, at Aries. So that means all your houses are going to be in order for the most part. Now, we're just going to speak on basically Aries ascendant, but remember that even if you have an Aries ascendant, which will mean Aries is in your first house, and then everything goes in order, like Taurus, Gemini, so on and so on, the way it's supposed to go. But see, not everybody's chart is like that. You may have like a Gemini ascendant or a Aquarius ascendant. So that's where your houses will start. So see, everybody's will be different. But because Aries is the starting point, the natural starting point in the zodiac, your houses will all be in alignment according to the way it is in the zodiac wheel. So that makes it, makes it a lot easier in a lot of ways, because you're starting from the starting point. And Aries ascendant is a very strong ascendant because it's ruled by Mars. And it's a cardinal sign, and it is in the first house, and it is in its natural placement. So if it's just there and it doesn't have a lot of planets or different things sitting on the ascendant, this will really describe you, a lot. It'll pinpoint you a lot more than, say, if you could have other things on your ascendant, and it'll change it a bit. Like, say, if you have Saturn sitting there or other planets sitting on your ascendant, it's going to change the personality a bit. But, you know, all the placements, once again, will add or take away from every single placement, you know. Again, Aries ascendant is a very strong ascendant because it's ruled by Mars, and it's going to give you a lot of leadership qualities. But let's say you have Saturn sitting on top of your Aries, it's going to be a little bit different energy. You know, it's going to be a little more hesitant, and you're probably going to think more than just act and react. So you see how there's so many factors, but basically with a basic Aries ascendant, again, you're going to have leadership qualities. You're ruled by Mars, and so it takes a very strong role. It's a cardinal sign, which, you know, really gets things done and you know, establishes things. They are warm and generous, lively, friendly, people-oriented qualities. They like to be noticed. They are straightforward and honest. The influence of your Mars bestows great willpower, stamina, an aggressive sex drive, and a need for achievement and recognition. It also brings on strain, tension, conflict, selfishness, a quick temper, and accidents with fire and or sharp instruments. You have the exuberance, verb, and energy. Once you master an idea, you won't stick around until all how-to-dos are in place. Aries ascendants tend to be accident-prone because they're impulsive and quick to rush in headlong. They usually don't look where they're going. Sometimes they can trip and fall and bump into things and cut themselves. Their face and head are prone to injury more than other parts of their body. They tend to have a flashing smile, piercing eyes that move quickly from one object to another, gold or reddish coloring in the skin or hair, a muscular build. They're very athletic, and even if they're short or tall, they're still going to have an athletic type body, an athletic type build, a lot of strength, being ruled by Mars, an agile, quick movement in their step. They can be competitive, exciting, and spirited, and very spirited. You know, once again, Aries is the beginning, so they're like the baby, the child. So they're going to have that childlike innocence to them at times. And since it is the first sign of the zodiac, the energy around the fire sign of Aries is the initial spark of life, momentum, and charisma. They are happiest when working towards exciting achievements and accomplishments. Again, they can be a bit reckless though, because of the impulse control. But you know, once again, if you have other things sitting right on top of your ascendant, it's probably going to tone it down a little bit. Also, when you're aware of these things in your natal position, like now you know that with an Aries rising, you have the leadership qualities and abilities. And being a cardinal sign ruled by Mars, man, you can get stuff done. You know, you can go out there and achieve. But remember, with Aries too, they're quick to get bored. So, you know, if you know this, then you can like say, hey, you know, I'm going to use these other placements in my chart to make sure that I don't do that if I want to accomplish something. You know, let's not get bored. Let's stick to it. Let's use some of our Taurus in there, or our Capricorn, or perhaps Virgo, or even our Saturn in different parts of our chart to really make sure that, yeah, we take advantage of that cardinal fire and you know, go after what we want and start up a beautiful dream or idea, project, whatever it is. Let's go for it. But remember, let's stick to it with those other placements in our chart. Let's make sure that we use that other energy in our chart to stick to it, right? And then also be aware of the impulsivity of Aries. You know, let's not like jump the gun too fast, because we could get hurt. If you're an Aries rising, you can get hurt. You could trip. You could fall, or you could get hurt or trip up in a business deal or a relationship. So again, when you're aware of who you are, some of your star genetics, your star makeup, your star map, you can turn the steering wheel in any direction that you wish, especially knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. And that is a little bit of the wonderful Aries rising. Please like and subscribe and come back for Taurus rising for our next video. Thank you and have a lovely day.